Jersey Sports Zone's coverage of Haddonfield is being brought to you by NJM Insurance.
Jay Foley taking his Haddonfield Bulldogs to the place where his dad made an NFL career at, the Meadowlands. Haddonfield taking on Hillside in a battle of undefeated teams in the South Group 2 bowl game. Haddonfield is going to drive early on. Foley steps back. He finds Drew Gabranich for a first down. The Haddons are moving the rock. Now in Hillside territory, Haddonfield going for it early. It's a 4th and 2. But this Hillside defense, they are rock solid. Akugbe Omokaru comes flying in for the stop. The refs are going to grab the chains, measure, and it's a turnover on downs for the Comets. 5:20 left in the first frame. Hillside ends up punting after the stop. Haddonfield back on offense, but it wouldn't last for long. Foley's pass is picked off by Boris Nicholas Paul. This Hillside defense, they are stingy. Nicholas Paul takes it down to their own 36 as the first quarter ends. Now into the second quarter, Hillside backed up, forced a punt. Johnny Foley back to return, and Johnny Foley has a spark for the Haddons. He jukes his way down for 27 yards, and Haddonfield is in Hillside territory. And twin brother Jay Foley is going to keep the drive alive. It's a 3rd and 5. Foley is as gritty as they come, and he's got a first down conversion for the Haddons. 1st and goal inside the 5-yard line. And here is the score Haddonfield was looking for. Gabe Klaus barrels through the defensive line, and Gabe Klaus is into the zone. That's a big-time score for the Bulldogs. They take a 7-0 lead over Hillside 1 minute before the half. And how about this before the break? Hillside goes 3 and out and punts with under 20 seconds left. Davis Smith on the return, and look at Davis Smith go. He's going to fly through to the end zone for a 53-yard punt return touchdown. That is going to give Haddonfield some major momentum as they go into halftime. The Bulldogs lead Hillside 14-0 going into the break. Haddonfield is going to go back on offense to start the third quarter, and we're going to get a little bit of twin magic. Jay Foley, deep downfield to Johnny Foley. Go up and get it, Johnny Foley. That's a monster 43-yard connection. Haddonfield down to the 28. But this Hillside defense is going to buckle down. Foley's pass is tipped up, and Jailene Niels is going to go grab it midair. Another big stop for the Comets midway through the third quarter. Later in the third quarter, Haddonfield, they're going to get one back. Matt Pinsky with some tremendous pressure, and the errant throw lands into Jimmy Kane's hands. The big man with the interception, Kane fights his way deep into Hillside territory. A hold on the return is going to put the Haddons at the 20-yard line. They're in business. And that turnover turns into points. Henry Grozier will line up from 35 yards out in the rain, and Grozier puts it through the uprights. So Haddonfield now extends this to 17-0 over Hillside at the end of 3 quarters. Hillside was looking for the big play all night long, and they finally get one. Nari Biggins on the jet sweep. He throws deep downfield to Shadon Willis, and that's a touchdown for Udi. It's a 39-yard strike, and Hillside gets on the board. They make it 17-7 with under 10 minutes to play. And you got to watch out for Hillside when they get on a roll. Haddonfield in their next possession. Oh, look at this shot. Nari Biggins is going to blow that play up. Emmanuel Sass recovers after the huge hit. Hillside takes over at the 40, but they don't turn that into points. Now just under 6 minutes to go in regulation. Hillside pinned at their own 9, but they're going to get a big play. It's Brian Ugu. Hillside's two-way star rumbles. He gets a 39-yard gain, and the Comets are in business. A few plays later on the same drive, Melendez finds Boris Nicholas Paul, and oh man, look at that move. You're not going to grab him. Nicholas Paul fights his way down to the 8-yard line. There's still 4:43 left in the game. 2 big penalties push Hillside way back, and they're forced to go for it on 4th and 32. Gavin Melendez looks downfield, but he won't get there. Jimmy Kane with a show-stopping sack. The big man had the pick earlier, and now he has this stop, and Kane is all fired up. Haddonfield takes over around midfield with about 3.5 minutes left, and the Haddons will burn out the clock until the ticker hits 0. What a win for the Haddons, as they're the second South Jersey team this season to finish at 13-0 and lock in the undefeated year with the South Group 2 Bowl. 17-7 is the final. This Haddonfield defense played great. They only allowed 8 points per game all season long, and when it meant the most, they played lights out. After the game, JSE caught up with the victorious Bulldogs, who talked about stepping up and giving it their all on the biggest stage.
Listen, I know there's arguments about, is this really a state championship and all that stuff in the state of New Jersey. We won the max that the state presents us. So for us, this is a state championship. There's no doubt. We're not, we're proud of our guys. That's a tremendous football team. Guys littered with Division I players, right? But you know what? We're pretty good too.
Yeah, I feel like the teams underestimate us sometimes. Even our players, we've got some of the best players in New Jersey, and some of them are just unrecognized. Yeah. So, but we proved it tonight that we can play with anyone.
The fun aspect of it, it's unmatched. So, and on all phases of life, like hanging out with our teammates and hanging out nice before the games, like the brotherhood, and everything that we have is just, it's unmatched at any year of South Jersey. I think we're the best.
Reporting for Jersey Sports Zone, I'm Jay Cook.